But I mean, what I've seen companies do, the aggressiveness in which they move to save their bottom line. I mean, 20 something year loyalty will be congratulated with a early dismissal without a pension.
Oh, Bud Light subject. Been the summer of redemption for Bud Light. We started covering Bud Light right before the summer when basically they announced they are going to put a lot of money up to basically battle and make a comeback in the US market. A battle it has been. A tough battle because, as we covered it last week, the CEO of AB InBev said that the sales are not hurting the parent company as much. It was only 1% of their whole revenue or volume. This week or last week, in this case, they basically released their quarterly numbers and we could see what has really happened. RJ, how much do you think? So obviously the sales have dropped. They are selling the 30 pack for $8 and giving you $20 rebate. So you're basically making money by drinking Budweiser by this time.
It's an investment.
It's an investment at this point. How much do you think this mistake? Because he said it was only one beer can, it was only one influencer, and it was only one post. Those are his own words. I'm not putting no one's name words in no one's mouth. How much do you think it has cost them? This this one mistake.
I would say, it's a good question. So you're asking me in percentages or in
In
dollar?
numbers. You can do it in numbers, you can do it in percentages. I mean, we've been talking about the sales drop. They've been
Yeah,
gradually dropping the last few weeks. So
I think.
you
Yeah,
might remember those, but
yeah.
if you have numbers just in millions, how much did they lose in the second quarter of 2023?
So maybe 300 millions, 300 million.
Oh, you're pretty close. You're pretty close. It was revealed that the Budweiser US branch has lost a total of $390 million in the second quarter, as sales to retailers plunged by 14% in the wake of the partnership, or the, I won't say partnership, the one post, the attempt of a partnership, it seems like at this point, because they are distancing themselves quite far from this whole thing at this moment, as you can expect. 390 million.
300, that's almost 400 million.
It's a very costly mistake.
That's a costly, very costly tweet.
Or TikTok. I don't know. I
Uh,
think it was a TikTok post.
yeah,
It's a
the costly
costly post.
post.
It's a costly post. The figures show that the US revenue has declined by 10.5% in total.
Wow. That's for the quarter or
Quarter, the second quarter, from
okay.
April to June.
Okay.
So the it seems like been a tough road.
Well, we talked about how the company had fired many people, they closed certain factories, etc. Which is why the CEO could also say, yeah, we didn't suffer that much. Because when they saw that the sales were dropping, they had to, as you mentioned, they had to cut the a portion of the fixed expenses. So people, you need to go. And they probably called Hollywood. They said, hey, I heard that you guys are dealing with people striking. Hollywood said, yeah, that's right. We can't make any movies, man. The writers and the actors are striking. Okay, okay. Question. I also heard that you guys are investing in heavily in AI jobs to replace employees. We never said it was to replace employees. Okay, well, let's keep it that way. Question. How can we get in? Let's split the costs and make some machines that can replace the people because they ain't coming back.
They ain't coming back. I mean, they have laid off a couple of people, but if you look at the full the grand scheme of things, I think the CEO, so I'm talking about the CEO of Anheuser-Busch InBev. So that's the parent company. I think he's right about what he said. He said it's only 1%. If you look at the second quarter numbers of the parent company, it seems like it's all good. It says world's largest brewer and owner of brands including Bud Light, Budweiser, Michelob Ultra, and Stella's Artios. Their second quarter revenue is up by 7.2% to 15.12 billion, and the net income is down by 1.1% to 1.45 billion compared to the same year ago period. So year over year, basically.
So let me. Okay.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah.
So last year around this time, around the same period, they have actually, so the parent company sold more beers than last year around between April and June, and basically the income is down by 1%. This probably has to do with pricing, but or whatever cost they might have occurred during that time. But so in overall they are making more money, but specifically in the region of US, as I said before, the numbers are down by 10.5%, and it's stabilizing. And also, don't forget, they have announced that they are laying off less than 2% last week. So they are still laying people off, trying to cut that fixed cost. Trying to
Because
fixed
you
cost.
use the keyword KR. You said it's stabilizing. You didn't say it's stabilized. So
Yeah, it's still going down. The question is how long they will I would say how long will it take to actually make it stable?
well, is it too big to
What is
fill?
about it? I
Is it too
think they are
big to
probably
fill?
too big to fill at this moment. I
Yeah.
think I think
So
they are. If you look at I mean, it only dropped 10%. So they are still selling. It only dropped 10%, which is 400 million. So just imagine the 90% still being sold. So
yeah, which
it's it's it's
is
it's it's big numbers, but I'm curious how they're gonna solve this. I mean, they are still doing triple the amount of TV ads during the summer, as they announced. That's why we named the playlist the Summer of Redemption, because they said they're going to do many more ads,
ads, campaigns.
training, giving away money. I'm trying to get in on some of that money, but I don't know how to get in. They were giving away 10,000 a week.
You should buy a stake, man. You should buy a stake in the company. That's what you said. You had the what's it called?
We
The
don't give advice. We don't give.
no,
We
no.
don't,
I'm not saying advice. I'm saying KR. You.
me.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I
You.
don't
This
talk
is
about my portfolio
listen,
on the. If you guys
listen.
want to know my portfolio, send
KR.
us a DM. I'm gonna send you a invoice, because I don't give free advice anymore. That time is over.
So KR, it's another investment that you think I'm talking about. When I say buy a stake, I mean what you were talking about at the beginning of this segment. You
What
just
was
put $8 down.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's tough out here, man. Trying to get the stake. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe I should invest in some residual income by drinking beer
You get it, and then you get a $20 rebate. I mean,
and use the money to buy stocks.
this is what I'm telling you, KR. This is not what I'm telling. This is not advice. This is what I'm
It's advice
suggesting
to
to
me.
you.
So
And,
you
no, and
want
that's
me
not- it's not advice. It's a suggestion.
suggestion? Okay. Now
Like
I gotta think about it. I gotta sleep about that one. Can show up to the show all drunk and fruity. Anyway, guys, let's see how this pans out. The
yes.
decline is still going on. I mean, 10%, that's a lot. What they have said is basically the Wall Street Journal reported that the ads of Bud Light have appeared a total of 3,400 times on television between June 1st and July the 30th. During the same period last year, Bud Light ran just 32 times ads, only 32 times on national TV during the same period. So they increased it by almost a bit more than 100 times more. So they are really trying to get the name out there, trying to stabilize that decline,
That
because
decline.
otherwise it's gonna go through hell. Maybe they should buy up some other brands.
They're probably thinking about it. You know, KR, it's interesting to me when you understand how these bigger companies work. When they see negative, people think that when a company is, let's say, the financial numbers are down, that the company is doomed. But I mean, what I've seen companies do, the aggressiveness to which, in which they move to save their bottom line. I mean, loyalty, 20 something year loyalty will be congratulated with a early dismissal without a pension.
Oh my God, guys! Did you see that one? That one was crazy. I think it's the Yellow, right? The Yellow company is called Yellow. It's a
Yeah.
transportation company where basically people work. Yeah, you're right, RJ. That was. I could feel the hurt through
Yeah.
the video. The guy has worked, I think, 30 years or something like that. And they were standing there and they announced that the company was bankrupt and that the pensions went down with it. And that's not a laughing matter, dude. That
No,
that
it's
would
not
get
at all.
people deleted.